The first question you can see, the question is what type of technology is used to refer to services and software that usually operate on a distributed network via virtualized resource? Anyone can tell me what will be the answer for this question? Okay. Okay. D. Okay. Some of the students are writing the answer. See, anyone know what is a distributed network? What is distributed network? Let me firstly explain what is distributed network so that you will answer this question. Like a network configuration, like where every participants can communicate with like one another without going through the centralized point. So there are a multiple pathway for communication. The loss of any participants will not prevent communication, and this is also known as a peer-to-peer network. And telephone and cellular network are also example of a distributed network. Like a telephone network have been around for over a century, and it is started as an early example of a peer-to-peer network. And cellular network are like a distributed network with the station physically distributed in area called cells. So when we are using like a centralized, it's a virtualized resource. For this question, is used to refer a services and software that usually operate on a distributed network. So for this question, answer will be cloud computing. Okay, the answer for the first question is a cloud computing, like a distributed network via virtualized resource. We can go for the with this answer. Okay, we can move for the next question. Okay, you can see the next question is select the command that will allow you to SMTP mail to only host, like this is the host point, and just 1 minute. Uh, yeah, this is the command that will allow you to mail through the SMTP, and the host like a configuration name is this, and you have options like access list 10 permit SMTP host, and the access list 10 permit TCP any host like a 1.1.1 EQ SMTP. You have these four options. You need to tell me what will be the answer for this question. The port for this SMTP mail, which is you can see here 1.1.1.1. What will be the answer for this question? Can anyone tell me? B. Okay. Anyone else? See, for this question, answer will be C. When we try to find for the answer for this question, anyone know what is SMTP? What is SMTP? Guys, have you idea about SMTP? Yes, SMTP is like a simple mail transfer protocol, and it is used to transmit email between server and from an email client. So, you can say that this is your server, and whatever the client you want to send, you need to write the mail ID to email server, and however mail most email client to use the protocol. Whatever the protocol retrieve to email from the server, and SMTP is an application that is we can say that is used to send and receive and rarely outgoing emails between sender and receivers. So whatever the port which we can use for this question, answer will be access list 110, permit TCP, any host 1.1.1.1, EQ SMTP. So the answer for that second question will be option C. Okay. The next question is select the most refined and restrictive service model. What will be the answer for third question? Okay. Guys, if you don't know, whatever the question you can see, the in the question you can see select the most refined and restrictive model. If you don't know the meaning of restrictive service model or whatever you can see in the option like a pass, CAAS, IAAS, you just ask with me what is the meaning of this particular word so that you will be aware for all of the words which is networking. You can see what any type of question in your drive, just not you can see this question in exactly this question. You need to know what are the things you can see in on my screen. You need to know all are the words which you can see, like you will aware um, you will aware for all the topics also. So when you think you don't know whatever the word you can see, just ask me what will be the use and why we are using this type of things here. Okay. So some of the students are replying the answer with A and D. Okay. So, okay, the answer for this question will be pass is the most restrictive model and most we can say that most refined cloud service model. Anyone know what is the restrictive cloud service model? You have any idea about this particular word? Can you give a brief explanation of all the things? Oh, I will. I will. See, when we are talking about the restrictive service model, we have some of the models like a CAAS, PAAS, and IAS we have. So, if we are talking about the refined model, we can say that PAAS, and most usable we will see different type of question in this session, like meaning as you the consumer have a minimum level of control over any everything from a server to application, and in this model the consumer is responsible only for people using the service and data they are created. So this is a like a part of the models. We have a different type of model that, like as you can see in your screen, the past model. So can anyone tell me what is the stand for PEAS? Anyone know? Okay. See, PAAS like a stand as a platform as a service. Okay, let me, yeah, right. Platform as a service, and it is a complete development and deployment environment in the cloud. When you are working like with the resources that enable you to deliver everything from simple cloud based, you can like a app sophisticated cloud enable enterprise application also, and it is also known as a like a platform service known as a PaaS, and is like this type of cloud computing service model that offer a flexible, scalable, and cloud platform to develop and deploy or run any type of apps. So we can say that like this is the computing model which provide customer to like a complete cloud platform that hardware or software infrastructure both. And when we are talking about CAAS, have you idea about CAAS? Yes, Jyotika, you want anything? You want to ask anything? Okay. Not container, it is a content as a service. Or like a CAAS is a content as a service, or a managed content as a service is a service oriented model, we can say that. And in a cloud computing is a like a service that allows software developers and IT department to upload, organize, run, and manage the stock container by using based off virtualization, we can say that. And CAAs help to the development team to deploy and manage application more efficient way, like offering to more control or a container, like we can say that than is allowed by pass also. So, for example, like we can say that like a Microsoft Azure are example of a well-known CAAS platform. Okay. And if we are talking about like what we can do with use, like it is CAAS enable software teams to rapidly deploy and scale containerized application to high availability cloud infrastructure also. Okay, the next term you can see in your system, on your system, like a IaaS. Have you any idea about this? Okay, infrastructure as a model. Uh, See, this type of service model, like infrastructure as a service model, is a cloud computing model, and that provide you on-demand access to computing resources, and such as a server storage, networking, and virtualization. Also, we can say that. And IaaS is attractive because acquiring computing resources to run application or store data the traditional way require time or capital also. So, this type of computing devices offers you essential compute storage and networking resource on demand, like on a pay as you go basis. So, we already discussed all the three words which you can see here, and now we can move for the next question. And for the answer, answer for this question will be PAAS. The next question is, The next question is, what are the parallel desktop of an example? So option which you have: dispatcher, interpreter, type 1 hypervisor, and type 2 hypervisor. What will be the answer for this question? I want more answer from your side. Only 3 to 4 students are replying. What are others doing? What will be the answer for this question? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Firstly, you need to know what is a parallel desktop. Yeah. Those students are writing the answer is absolutely right. uh, Firstly we need to understand what is a parallel desktop. A parallel desktop for Mac as a desktop virtualization software that allows Microsoft Windows and Linux, Google Chrome application to run on an Apple Mac computer. And if we are talking about a parallel desktop, it delivers secure virtualization and desktop in a cloud computing platform, such as a Microsoft Azure or AWS. And the example, we can say that parallel desktop is an example of a type 2 hypervisor, include like a Valmir player or a parallel desktop hosted hypervisor are often found on a endpoint like a PC. So for this question, answer will be type 2 hypervisor. Okay, guys, we can move for the next question. If you don't have any doubt in this question, then we can move. Okay, okay. See, firstly, we need to understand what is a parallel desktop. Like a parallel desktop for Mac is a desktop virtualization software that allows Microsoft Windows, Google Chrome, and application to run on a Apple Mac computers. And it is a delivers secure, like we can say that parallels a remote application server, uh, delivers secure virtualization application and desktop in a cloud computing platform. If you are talking about the example of parallel desktop, it will be type 2 hypervisor because it include Valmir player, like a Valmir and parallel desktop, which include in your hypervisor. So this product enable for user to utilize a variety of operating system technology such as a Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, whatever in a cloud computing their preferred devices you can use. Okay, you can connect your computer with the remote, allow to connecting remote computer also. Understand? Now we can move. Okay. The next question you can see here, select the correct statement in the relation to VPN in a network security method. The option which you can see, like VPN typically based on IPsec or SSL, VPN creating a source encrypted tunnel across the open internet and a tool that authenticate the communication between a devices and a secure network. See, if we are talking about the relation to VPN in a network security method, in VPN, we can see like a VPN typically based on IPsec or a SSL. And also VPN creating a source encrypted tunnel also across the open internet. So the first and second will be included in VPN. And if we are talking about the third option, which you can see a tool that authenticates the communication between a device and secure network. So yeah, option for this question will be D, because like a VPN connection is stabilized a secure connection between you and the internet. And via the VPN, all your data traffic is routed through the encrypted virtual tunnel, as you can see here. And this discuss your IP address also. And when you use the internet, making its location invisible to everyone, a VPN connection is also secure against external attacks. So for this question, we can say that option will be all of the above, because these all our option is justified for the VPN network. Okay. Okay. Can anyone tell me what is it stand for VPN? Yes. Virtual private network is like a encrypted connection over the internet from a device to a network. Right. See, IPsec is like a Internet Protocol Security, is a secure network protocol suite that authenticate and encrypt packet of a data to provide you secure encrypted communication between two computer over an internet protocol, and also it is used in a virtual private network. And if we what is your second question? I think SSL. Yeah. SSL is a like a secure socket layer. SSL stands for a secure socket layer. And if we are talking about a secure socket layer, is a security protocol that create an encrypted link between a web server and a web browser. And companies and organization need to add SSL certificate to their website to secure online transaction and keep customer information private and more secure way. Okay, I hope now you understand. Okay, the next question which you can see. Okay, okay, okay. The next question is, under which model does SAS support multiple user and offer a shared data model? What will be the answer for this question? The question is, under which model does SaaS support multiple user and offer a shared data model? Mul okay. Anyone else? Okay. See, in cloud computing, multi-tenancy means that multiple customer of a cloud vendor are using the same computing resource. despite the fact that they share resources, cloud customer are not aware to each other, and their data is kept totally separated. So multi-tenancy, the answer for this question will be multi-tenancy, and multi-tenancy is a reference to the model of operation or a software where multiple independent instances of one or multiple application operate in a shared environment. So the question you can see like SAS support multiple user and offer a shared data model. So for this question, answer will be multi-tenancy because this is an independent instance or allow to user to operate in a shared environment. Okay. So the question number 6, for this question, answer will be multi-tenancy. Option 1. Okay. The next question, now we can move. The next question is, what does CHAP stand for? Anyone know what is the word you can see? Just one minute. Yeah. CHAP stand for. Okay. The answer for this question will be challenge handshake authentication protocol. Yes, option D will be answer, and is a challenge and response authentication method that point-to-point protocol server used to verify the identity of a remote user. And challenge handshake authentication protocol begin after the remote user initiate a PPP link. Okay. Like if we are talking about in a cloud computing, the challenge handshake authentication protocol is a authentication protocol originally used by a point-to-point protocol to validate user and is also carried in other authentication protocols such as a radius and diameter also. Okay, so the next question is, you need to select a common use to apply an access list to a router interface. What will be the answer? See, like in the general port at which router connect to a given network, like for you given the port on the router that is directly connected to the network as a called a local router interface. And while any port on the router that is connected to different network, it's called a remote router interface. So here we need to apply the command for a router interface. So for this question, answer will be IP access group 101N. If we want to access the list to router interface, then we can apply this command. The answer for this question will be C. Okay. The next question is, you can see, interaction between the client and server start via the which message? Client hi, client hello, server hello, or server hi? Interaction between the client and server start via the message. What will be the answer? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. See, when we are going to start the start the interaction between client and server. So firstly, client need to message the server. After that, we can assume we will get some response through the server. So the interaction between the client and server start via the client hello message. Firstly, client need to message a server, and after that we can start the communication or interaction between both. Yes, answer will be B. For this question, answer will be B. Now we can move for the next question. The next question is, what do you call the text that get transformed using algorithm cipher? What will be the answer for this question? Okay, anyone else? Okay, right. The answer for this question will be plain text. Like when do you call the text that get transformed using plain text? And after that, we can convert it into a cipher text. Okay, when we encrypt plain text, will be a cipher text. The next question you can see the method to crack RSA encryption is to begin to derive the two prime numbers that are used in RSA PKI mathematical process. Which of the following option can be used to find the two number and the A and B to derive the private key? So what will be the answer for this question? You need to read question very carefully. Like you have a method to crack RSA encryption. Okay. I'm getting so many answer. You are responding a very a right answer. Your answer is absolutely right. Like, see, RSA encryption is like a full reverse encryption and is a type of public key cryptography widely used for data encryption of a email and the other digital transaction over the internet. So RSA is we can say that like the factorization method we can use for this A and B to derive the private key. Okay, your answer is absolutely right. For this question, answer will be factorization. Okay, the next question is you can see GAIA is a mission of the European Space Agency that conduct a survey of a 1 billion star in our galaxy and monitors each of its target star about 70 times over a 5-year period, precisely charting their position, distances, movements, and changes in brightness. It is expected to discover hundreds of thousands of a new celestial objects such as a extrasolar planet and failed star called brown dwarf. So the mission collect a large amount of data that must be analyzed, and the ESA decide to prototype a cloud-based system to analyze the data, and what used case will you choose for the given scenario. So the option which you have, enterprise to cloud to end user, enterprise to cloud, private cloud, and enterprise to cloud to enterprise. So what are the option you will choose for this question? You can read the question again, and after that you need to tell me what will be the answer for this question. Right. Right. Answer will be D. Like we need to uh we can choose the scenario like case enterprise to cloud to enterprise. Like the mission collect the large amount of data to you need to be must you need to analyze. So firstly we go with the enterprise and we can convert the data in the cloud, and after that we can enterprise again the data, so that we can decide the, like a prototype of a cloud based system to analyze data, and this option will be the answer for this question. Okay, now we can move for the next question. As a user work on a set of multiple data files that are stored on the cloud to maintain a smooth operation and consistent performance and continuous suite for advanced functions. Which of the following feature is the most important for user, such as a user can which what are the features? Like you have option application, network, desktop, and storage. Like user want to store multiple data and files to maintain smooth operation. See, if we are using application virtualization, then we cannot store the data in the application virtualization. And you like, yeah, some of the students are writing the right answer. Like, answer for this question will be storage virtualization. Here we are talking about the storage data, like multiple data files we want to store in a cloud, and we want to maintain that operation in a smooth way. Our operation is performed in a continuous method, and we can use advanced function also. So if we are talking about storing a data, then we can use a storage virtualization, and it's a very simple answer for this question. The next question is, you can see your computer has a Windows firewall that keep track hardware and software of all the connection to your personal computer by using the firewall. The connection is established and it is managed between the host through three-way handshake mechanism like SYN, ACK and ACK again, and maintain a firewall state table. How long does this table manage in the scenario? Can anyone tell me how long it can manage? Okay, anyone else? Yes. For this question, answer will be option B, like a till no SYNSC but ACK will exchange in a three-way handshake mechanism. Okay, the option for this question will be B. Oh, so sorry. Just give me 1 minute and I will share again this. Yeah. And now the next question, you can see like assume that you have configured wireless access to the internet using appropriate security, and which two items should be configured on the wireless client. You have configured wireless access to the internet using appropriate security, and which two items should be configured on the wireless client. See, the answer for this question will be answer 4, SSID IP address. SSID stand for Service Set Identifier, and it is used to like uniquely identify any given wireless network. And you can think of it as an IP address for a wireless network, and every wireless network that setup needs to be identifiable and by other devices on the network, and for the data packet will that will along it. So the answer for this question we can say that like will be SSID and IP address. The next question you can see, yeah. Given here are a certain security concern that can be faced by using the remote access. VPN is original setting to allow employees other parties to securely access the internet by using client-based VPN applications. Which of the following option is inaccurate or invalid? The option which you have, security policy cannot be applied effectively on remote access VPN. The diffusion of the perimeter of the corporate network internet, client PCR security vulnerabilities, security policy might require that the host equipment is company issued, none of the given option. What are the option we can say that like is inaccurate or invalid when we are using like a VPN application client based on a remote basis? Have you any idea? See, when we are diffusing of the parameter of the corporate network, then we can face the inaccurate like the option. Answer will be B, like the diffusion of the perimeter of the corporate network and internet. Like we cannot diffuse any perimeter or any network internet connection for the like a in a remote access. So the answer for this question will be 2. See, if we are working on like a remote basis, the security policy we cannot apply it effectively on a remote access. So they are okay. Let me. uh, the question you can see here, like the security policy in the first option cannot be applied effectively on a remote access VPN when we are working virtual private network. So in this option, like the option are saying like we cannot apply the effectively security option on a remote access. What do you think? We can apply security policies or not? We need to answer the inaccurate or invalid. You just need to read the question carefully. Which of the following option is inaccurate or invalid? We need to apply the wrong answer, whatever he mentioned here. So the security policy, it is a right. We cannot apply in the efficient way when we are working with the remote access. Then our virtual private network is like effectively we cannot apply the all the security policies. Okay, you got your answer. Yes, we can apply, but we cannot apply efficiently. Absolutely right. Maybe some of the options we cannot apply in a virtual private network. Okay, we can move for the next question. The next question is the filtering service inbound response for DNS is sometimes difficult as a host name to IP address is received from outside network. As a result, it becomes very difficult to take any security related decision. Which of the following solution is incorrect in the context of filtering the DNS? So for this question, what will be the answer? See, if we are talking about the DNS, it is a stand for a domain name system and is a directory service that provide a mapping between the name of the host on a network and its numerical address also. And DNS is required for the functioning of the internet also. Each node in a tree has a domain name and a full domain name is a sequence of symbols specified by the dot. So we need to keep inbound queries to DNS. Absolutely right. The answer for this question will be C. We need to keep inbound queries to the DNS. Okay. Okay. The next question you can see here. What is indicated by the given image? You can see here the information security, management of information security, computer and data security, policies and network security. And the option which you have components of a CIA trade, security concept, component of information security, risk associated with information security. What will be the answer for this question? Anyone can tell me what will be the option for this question? Yes. Okay. Right. The option for this question will be C. Like here, all are the security information is a components. Like information security is also a components of information security and management of information security. So all the things are part of the components of information security. So for this question, answer will be component of information security. Okay. Okay. The next question is, what is cloud computing? The option you can see, cloud computing means provide services like storage, server, database, networking. Okay, so many answers. Okay, I'm getting answer like A. So many students are writing the answer like A. Okay, anyone else can go with another. Okay. Okay, the answer, like for this question, what is a cloud computing? Like a cloud computing means providing services like storage, server, database, networking, etc. So we can go with the option A. And also, cloud computing is a tool used to create an application. We can say that option C will be also the part of the cloud computing, but the exact answer will be answer A. Okay. The next question you can see, which of the following is not a type of cloud server? Okay. Anyone else? See, if we are talking about the cloud server, we have a public cloud servers. We also have a private cloud server. There we can store our data, and also we have some dedicated cloud server. But we don't have a merged cloud server. Like in a public server, the users share the hardware, storage, and network. And in a private server, provide high security to data storage through the firewall or internet hosting also. And the private cloud, and the user can use the customized server with add-on also. So but we don't have any type of like a merge cloud server in the, like we can say that the merge cloud server is not the part of the cloud server. Okay. The next question you can see, which of the following is a type of cloud computing services? Yes. For this question, answer will be software as a service. Right. This is a very simple question. We can move for the next question. Okay, this question is not related to cloud computing. Let me give me 1 minute. Just need to. go with the next. Yes. Which of the following is the application of cloud computing? Okay. Okay, right. The for the application of a okay, okay. The you all are right. The answer for this question will be option D. Okay. Now we can move for the next question. Which of the following is an example of the cloud? This is also a very simple question. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. See, the answer for like the cloud, we can also Amazon Web Services is also the example of a cloud, and we can use also Dropbox and Cisco WebEx also. So we can say that the option for this question will be all of the above because we are using all these all are the examples in a cloud. Okay, so option will be D, all of the above. The next question you can see here, which of the following is an example of a past cloud service? Okay. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of option A, Heroku? Have you any idea? Yes. Like is a container-based cloud platform as a service, and developer use Heroku to deploy, manage, and scale modern apps. And our platform is like a elegant, flexible, and easy to use, offering the developers to the simplest path to getting their app. And what is the meaning of AWS Elastic Beanstalk? The meaning, it is a service provided by AWS. Yes. And is a fully managed service that make it easy for developers to deploy, run our the web application and services and offered by the Amazon, Amazon Web Services. Okay, now we can move for the next question. The next question you can see, which of the following is an example of IaaS cloud services? What will be the answer? The question is, which of the following is an example of an IaaS cloud services? Anyone can tell me what will be the answer for this question? Yes. Like the if we are talking about the IaaS exam, IA like infrastructure as a service, so we can say that we can use digital ocean, Linode, Rackspace, all. So we can say that the option for this question will be all of the above. Okay, the next question, yeah, you can see the next question here. Like a cloud can be delivered by a federate cloud provider that combines its own resource with those of other providers, and the provider of these cloud must manage cloud resources based on the consumer's term. What is are the requirements of these type of cloud? And the option which you can see in your screen, enterprise application need to combine data from multiple cloud based resources, and they need to coordinate the activity of applications running in a different cloud. And if we are talking about like the second option, you can see VVM created for one cloud vendor's platform should be portable to either vendor platform. And the third option is any use case involving an enterprise will have more sophisticated security requirements that one involving in a single and end user. And similarly, the more advanced enterprise use cases to follow will have equally more advanced security requirements. Or the fourth option, which you can see none of the above. So you just need to tell me what will be the answer for this question. Anyone can tell me what will be the answer? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. The answer for this question will be BVM created for one cloud vendor platform should be portable to either vendor platform. Like the question you can see like cloud providers that combine its own resource with those of two other providers. The provider of this cloud must manage cloud resource based on the consumer terms. So BVM created for one cloud vendor's platform should be portable to either vendor platform also. So the option for this question will be B. We can go with the B option. Okay. The next question you can see the ministries of the government have what does what does okay a BVM stand for virtual machine monitor. Like there are several extension in the process which helps to accelerate virtualization activities and boost the performance. So it is a virtual like a virtual machine monitor. Okay. Okay. The next question you can see on your screen. The minister of the government have 1,000 of server across their infrastructure. Now they want a Azure cloud environment to provide a secure, centralized infrastructure for hosting government application. What type of used case it? Like you have an option. The option which you can see, public cloud, enterprise to authenticate user, private cloud or hyper cloud. Which type of cloud we can use for the government application for hosting the centralized infrastructure. Can anyone tell me what will be the answer for this question? We want like a secure, centralized and infrastructure for hosting government application. Then what are the cases we can use? We need to use public cloud or enterprise to authenticate users or a private cloud or a hybrid cloud.
ఒక్క నిమిషం
Okay, anyone else? See, if we are going to use Azure cloud environment to provide a secure and centralized infrastructure for hosting the government application, then we can use enterprise to authenticated user. If we are making a private cloud, then no one like the ministry cannot use that. So we just need to enterprise and authenticate it for the user. Authentication will be required, and after that, anyone can use it. The use the application and like the infrastructure. So it will be secure and also authenticate for the user. Okay, the next question you can see which of the following is the correct statement about cloud computing? The option you can see cloud computing, abstract system by pooling and sharing resources. And the second option is cloud computing is nothing more than the internet. And the user of the word cloud make a reference to the two essential options. Okay. Anyone else? See, if you are go with the D option, then there you can see cloud computing is nothing more than the internet. We can do so many things in the cloud computing. It is not only for the internet. Here we are doing so many works, storage, database, like networking related work. So we cannot say that it is a nothing more than the internet. So option D will be not for this question. And the use of the word cloud make reference to two essential concepts. Uh, Yes, so many one of the students are writing cloud computing abstract system by pooling and sharing resource. So the correct statement for this question will be option one, abstract system by pooling and sharing resources. Anyone can tell me what is a pooling and sharing resources? See, like the if we are talking about the pooling and sharing resources, it is an we can say that it is related to the concept cloud concept related to pooling and sharing resources is like a virtualization part. Of see resource sharing in the cloud enable multiple users or providers to share resources which improve the utilization of their resources. And in the cloud aggregate resource create a resource pool, the resource pool which we can handle the dynamic demand of an IT. And if you are like the a share like a shared pool in a computing cloud computing if we are talking, so cloud computing is a model for enable ubiquitous convenient on demand network access to shared pool of configuration computing like network server storage. And they can rapidly provisional and release with the minimal management effort or a service provider connection, we can say that. And if you are using pooling, then you can use like the virtual space which like offered by the host, and they also move to the physical host by the service provider. So pooling and sharing is the correct statement for the we can abstract the system and for the cloud computing. Okay. 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 The next question is with three wireless option communicate with an access point which support 5 Mbps, and what should be the theoretical bandwidth for each device? The question you can see with three wireless stations communicate with an access point which supports 54 Mbps. What should be the theoretical bandwidth for each devices? Okay. See the like 54 per devices with support for 54 Mbps. What should be theoretical bandwidth for each device? So like the bandwidth for each devices like 54 per devices which support 54 Mbps. The access point will be 54 per devices. Option B. For this question, answer will be 54 per devices. Okay, the next question is you can see here like you need to point out the wrong statement and you can see the statement like point out the wrong statement. Azure enable .NET framework application to run over the internet. Second option is cloud computing has two distinct set of models and Amazon has built a worldwide network of a data center to service in a search engine or none of the mentioned. What will be the answer for this question? Option D. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. See, the answer for this question will be C, not B and A. Like Amazon has built we need to point out wrong statement. Amazon has built a worldwide network of a data center to service its a search engine. So the wrong answer is C. Like Google has built data center for its search engine. So we cannot say that like Amazon has built a worldwide network for data center. What you are asking, like cloud computing has a, can you elaborate your question? I mean to say, I guess it's a free model. How can statement to be correct? Okay. See, if we are talking about the uh what you are saying, the model, like the cloud computing model, like the four main types of model, like a private cloud, public cloud, which you are talking is a type, and the you have a main four types, and uh, service and IAS, PAS, and SAS also. So here is the two distinct set of models we are talking. See, like each there if we are talking about the model in a cloud computing, the main infrastructure located as a software as a service and platform as a service. We just if we are talking about the two model here in like a cloud computing if we are talking about distinct model set of we have a two distinct set of models for the cloud computing, which is a software as a service and platform as a service. We are not talking about the more of the models. We only using here two distinct set. So if we are using infrastructure is a model, but not the set of the models. Here we are using two distinct set. You can see here the word like a two distinct sets. If we are talking about in the term of sets, so there we have a two model, which is a software as a service and platform as a service. Infrastructure is also a part of the models, but in the set we have a two model which can work exactly the same as a service and a platform. Like we can say that these two are the essential models. Okay, this is not your wrong statement. Okay, we have to like a distinct set of model which is a service and platform. And the next question is, which of the following is the correct statement about cloud types? You have a four option. Cloud square model is meant to show is that the traditional notion of a network boundary being the network firewall no longer applies in a cloud computing. And the second option is a deployment model define the purpose of the cloud and the nature of how the cloud is located. And the third option is the service model defines the purpose of the cloud and the nature of how the cloud is located. Okay. Anyone else? See, in this question, we are talking about the correct statement about cloud types. Like if we are talking about the cloud types, the option B will be correct. Like a deployment model defines the purpose of the cloud and nature of how the cloud is located. And the I think yeah right. In the first option, you can see the cloud square model is meant to show is that the traditional notion of a network boundary being the network firewall no longer apply in the cloud computing. So this option is not correct. We can apply for a longer like a networks firewall for a longer period also in a cloud computing. So this option will be wrong. And the third option you can see like a service model define the purpose of the cloud and nature of how the cloud is located is not the it is a deployment model is defined the purpose in cloud and the nature of how the cloud will be located. Okay, the answer will be B for this question, a deployment model. Okay, the next question, two servers are dedicated to payroll processing and a complex and time consuming process, and the organization then decide to see how practical it will be to run the payroll process in the cloud. And the existing payroll system is architected as a distributed application. In which of the following use cases does not this type of scenario fall into? Okay, the answer we have enterprise to cloud to end user, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. Some of the students are replying the answer B. It will be the correct. The answer for this question will be enterprise to cloud to end user. All right. The next question is, you can see on your screen, there is an umbrella organization that will like to use a type of site to site a VPN to secure communications between two of its it's a sub brand. So which of the following option is most likely to use it? Okay, yeah. The answer for this question will be intranet because we are talking about a VPN to secure communication between two of its sub brand, and we will mostly use to intranet based for this type of communication. You're absolutely right. Now we can move for the next question. Let me. This is not the question for you. Okay. Yeah. The next question, you can see here, you want to convince your customer on the, yeah, you want to convince your customer on the many advantages of applications visualization. Then which of the following statement is true regarding application visualization? And the option which you have, increase physical server utilization, support brand office server workloads, and access to data and application for multi-purpose use, and reduce desktop images. What will be the answer? We want like you want to convince your customer on the many advantages of application virtualization. So which of the statement is true regarding the application virtualization? Okay, the answer for this question will be D, reduce desktop images for this for the following statement. Like you, if you want to convince your customer, then you need the advantages of the application visualization will be answer reduce desktop images. Okay, let me just a minute. Okay. What does reducing desktop images exactly? Okay, reduce the size, if you want to compress your size, in if we are in a networking term, we can say that like the image file size without comparison can be so large. So the computer, you need to convince your customer, like you will compress the file, and after that, when your file will be compressed, and after that user can use for a desktop images also. Okay, the next question, you can see here, like which of the following cloud concept is related to pooling and related to pooling and sharing of resources? What will be the answer? Okay, the question is which of the following cloud concept is related to pooling and sharing of resources? Okay, the answer for this question will be virtualization. So many students are writing the answer. Like virtualization is related to pooling and sharing in a cloud concept. Like the resources are shared through this resources we can share, and this type of computation it is possible to run applications and services on a common distributed network. And if we are saying abstraction as one of the critical concept of a cloud computing, so the answer for this question will be virtualization. Right. Okay, and now we can move for the next question. The next question, in TLS padding can be up to a maximum of. What will be the answer for this question? Question number 52. And the question is, in TLS padding can be up to a maximum of. Okay, right. The answer for this question will be 255. Padding can be up to a maximum of 255 bytes. Like the TLS protocol provides the encryption and data integrity and authentication, and on a modern internet, despite the protocol importance, currently deployed TLS version and use obsolete cryptography algorithm which have been broken using various attacks. So, if we are talking about like a transport layer security, means TLS is an internet task force, a standard protocol that provide you authentication, privacy between two communication and computer applications. So, if we are talking about like a padding, we can say that it will be up to 255 bits. Maximum will be 255 bits. Okay, the next question is number of phases in the handshaking protocol. what will be the option? Number of phases in handshaking protocol. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, right. Some of the students are writing the correct answer. Like if we are talking about the phases in a handshaking protocol, it will be four phases. In the handshaking, like first phase will be, firstly we need to stabilize the connection, and in a second phase, server will authenticate, like a server send certificate and a server client certificate, like a key will be exchanged. In a third phase, client will authenticate, and after that will be perform authentication, like a handshaking protocol. So you need to understand what is like a SSL, secure socket layer, as a provide security of the data that is transferred between web browser and server, and also SSL encrypt the link between a web server and a browser, which ensure that all the data passed between them and remain private and free from attackers. And like the secure, you have a secure socket layer protocol, which is a SSL, handshake, chain cipher, and alert. In the protocols, we are talking about the handshake protocol. In I already told you, like a handshake protocol is used to establish session, and this protocol allows the client and server to authenticate each other by sending a series of messages to each other. And handshake protocol use four phases to complete its cycle. Like the in the first phase, you can both client and server send hello packets to each other, and in this IP session, cipher suit the protocol version are exchanged for a security purpose. In second phase, server send his certificate and server key exchange, and the server and phase two by sending the server hello and packets also. And if we are talking about the third phase, in this phase, cipher replies to the server by sending his certificate, and client will exchange their key also here. And in the fourth phase, we can say that a fourth phase, cipher change suit occur, and after this, the handshake protocol will be end for the phases. Now, the answer for this question will be four, because we are using four phases. And the next question is, which of the following is the best known service model? The question is, which of the following is best known service model? What will be the answer for this question? Okay. Like, yes, like if we are talking about like a best known service model, these all are the best, like SAS, service, and infrastructure and platform. So, service models are a software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Though, so we can say that like a SPI model is the best known for the service model. So we can go with the uh, last option, which is all of the mentioned. Okay. In the next question, you can see in the SSL v3, the padding bits are with the secret key. What will be the answer for this question? In SSL v3, the padding bits are with the secret key. Anyone tell me what will be the answer? Okay. Concatenated answer for this question will be option C, concatenated. Absolutely right. In the SSL v3, the padding bits are concatenated with the secret key. Okay. Anyone know what is SSL v3? It is a stand for a secure socket layer version 3 and was originally created by the Netscape. And this protocol is used for a security, and that is used to secure application protocols such as HTTP, FTP, SIP, SMTP, and JAMP also. So we can for this question answer, we can say that answer will be C. And what is a secret key? Have you any idea about secret key? Yeah. See, the secret key is like a private key, also a private key, also known as a secret key, and is a variable in a cryptography that is used with an algorithm to encrypt and decrypt data. And secret key should only be shared with the key generator or parties authorized to decrypt the data. A cryptography key that is used with the symmetric cryptography algorithm, and that is uniquely associated with one or more entities and is not made public. And the use of the term like which we are using secret in this context does not imply a classification level, but rather than implies the need to protect the key from disclosure. So we can say that like the if you are talking about the example like the decoder ring, you may have has a child, any person who obtain your decoder ring could read your secret information. So there is a basically two type of symmetric algorithm. Block symmetric algorithm work by taking and given length of bits known as a block. So for this question answer will be C. And the next question is computing refer to application and services that run on distributed network using virtualized resource. So what will be the answer? Okay. Anyone else? Right. The answer for this question will be cloud computing refer to application and services that run on a distributed network using virtualized resources. The answer will be B. Okay. The next question is, like you can see here, as a utility is a dream that dates from the beginning of the computing industry itself. What will be the answer? What will be the answer for this question? Right. The computing as a utility is a dream that dates from the beginning of the computing industry itself. The answer for this question will be a B. Right. The next question is the last question of this PPT. Which key exchange technique is not supported by SSL v3? The question is, which key exchange technique is not supported by SSL v3? Anyone know what will be the answer? Okay. The answer for this question will be Forteza. Like a Forteza is not supported by SSL v3. And Forteza is a security technology designed to enforce data integrity and originator authentication, non-repudiation, and like a confidentiality. And Forteza personalized security through the individual cryptography devices, and the PC code also called the Forteza crypto code. The Forteza work as a card. So for this question, we can say that like this key exchange technique is not supported by SSLv3 is a Forteza. So now I'm going to stop to share this PPT, and give me 1 minute. I will share with you all the next uh, another file. Just give me 1 minute. Just give me a minute. His screen is visible. Guys, you can see my screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Okay. The question is, which is not an objective of a network security? What will be the answer? Yes. The answer for this question will be lock. Like a lock is not an objective of a network security. The answer for this question will be lock. And the second question is an algorithm in encryption is called what? What we can call an algorithm in encryption is, what will be the answer for second question? Have you any idea? Yes. So the answer for second question, an algorithm in encryption is called a cipher. We can say that the answer for second question will be cipher. Okay. The next question is, what is ransomware? Like it is a software that hijack your computer and ask you to play and under the software, or software that steal file from your computer, or a virus that infected files and won't let you open them. So what will be the answer for this question? Have you know what will be the answer for question number 3? What is ransomware? Okay, virus. The answer for this question will be a software that hijack your computer and ask you to play in order of in order of computer. So for this question, answer will be one, option one. The next question is, which of the following network has a reliability issue? Question number 4, you need to answer. Which of the following network has which of the following has a network reliability issue? A frequency of failures, catastrophe, or recovery time after failure, and all of the above. The answer for this question, like if we are talking about the reliability issue for network, like if frequency of failure will be, then we can say that it is also a issue for the network reliability, and catastrophe is also a reason, and recovery time after failure, it also the reason for the reliability issue. So we can go for the all of the above. Okay. The next question is, a digital signature scheme consists of which of the following typical algorithm? And the option which you have, key generation, signing and signature verifying algorithm, and the second option is key generation algorithm, and the third option is you can see the signing algorithm. What will be the option? Yes. For this question, answer will be one. The key generation, signing, and signature verifying algorithm is considered digital signature schema, which typical algorithm. And the next question is the type of encoding in which manipulation of bits stream without regard to what the bits mean is. So for this, like if we are talking about the manipulation bit stream without regard, then option will be intro copy encoding. And the next question is the protocol used to provide security to email. The option which you have POP, PGM, SNMP, and HTTP. What are the options we can use to provide a protocol for a security to email? Okay, anyone else? See, when we are talking about the protocol for email security, then answer will be PGM, like pragmatic general multicast is a reliable supports protocol for application that require like a multicast delivery from a single source to multiple receivers. So we can say that like a PGM run over a best effort datagram. So for a protocol used to provide security to email, we can go with the PGM option. Okay, option B will be answer for this question. And the next question, you can see the portion of an LAN management software. The portion of LAN management software restrict access, record, user activity, and audit data, etc. The answer option which you have configuration management, security management, and performance management. What will be the answer for this question? Okay, right. The, the security management of the portion in like a LAN management software restrict to access, record, user, and activity and audit data for etc. The answer for this question will be option B. Okay, the next question you can see Caesar cipher with key 3 is represented as a what will be the option for this question? You need to apply the formula. The answer will be D, but how you are calculating? Yes, like for this question, option will be 4. Like Caesar cipher are encrypted by adding modulo 26. So C equal to P plus key mod 26 where C is a cipher text and P is a plain text and like are decrypted by adding the inverse of the key. So we can say like you need to apply the formula like a cipher is one of the simple method to in a cryptography and this method required two input, one the number and the plain text. The time complexity and space complexity both are O of n and the encryption formula is like your en of x and x plus n whatever the mod you want you can decrypt the formula and apply. So you can use for the with key to represent answer will be c equal to p plus 3 mod 26. The next question is number of rounds in data encryption and standard algorithm. Number of rounds in data encryption standard algorithm What will be the answer? Yes. Like data encryption is standard, uses 16 round of structure using different key for each round. Like a number of rounds kept 16 because reduced number of rounds has been strongly attacked, and DES with three or four rounds was a simpler broken, and DES with any number of rounds fewer than 16 can be broken with known as a plain text attack more effectively than by brute force attack. So we can say that answer for this question will be 16, right? The next question, which you can see, like which of the following key reside on all station as in AP and client devices in a four-way handshake? What will be the answer? The question is which of the following key resides on all station as in AP and client devices in a four-way handshake? Have you any idea? Like if we're talking about the four-way handshake, then we can, yeah, right. Some of the students are writing the correct answer. Like answer for this question will be PMK, pair-wise master key, and is a cryptographic key which is used to derive lower levels of key, and like it is a network based, and like in a four-way we can say that like it is a PSA authentication, like actually the PSK, which is typically derived from the Wi-Fi password by putting it through a key, and derivation function that use SHA as a cryptography, like we can say that a hash function. So for this question, answer will be a pairwise master key. And the next question, which of the following is not benefit of the cloud if you choose platform as a service? So what will be the answer? The answer for this question will be management of a middleware. Like middleware is the software layer that lies between the operating system and the application on each side of a distributed computer network. So we can say that it is not the benefit of the cloud if you choose platform as a service. Answer will be management of a middleware. Management of a data and runtime is the benefit of the cloud. So we can go with the option one. The next question is which of the following benefits cloud make it easy for a company with a rapid movement to keep the entire system fully functional? The option which you have reliability, collaboration, automatic software integration, and quick development. What will be the answer for this question? Okay. Anyone else? Okay, see, the answer for this question, like which of the following benefits of cloud make it easy for company with the rapid movement to keep entire system fully functional. So for this question, answer will be automatic software integration. And if you're talking about the automatic system integration, like it is a cloud compute automation is a broad term that refer to a process and tool that reduce or eliminate manual efforts used to provisions and manage cloud computing workloads and services also. So we can go with the option C for this question. And this is the last question for today. Like, which of the following payment option is best suited for a small business in the cloud? What will be the answer for this question? Okay, anyone else? Which of the following option is best suited for all business in cloud? Okay, the option, like the answer for this question will be pay as you go. Like pay as you go cloud computing is a payment method for a cloud computing that charges based on the uses. And the practice is similar to utility bill using only resources that are needed. And it also allow a user to scale, customize and provision computing resources, including software, storage and development platform also. So, for today, we already done so many question in related to cloud computing, and now the time is already over. We can like we can bind the session for today. If you have any doubt in any question, whatever we discussed today, then now you can ask for me. And otherwise, if you don't have a problem, then you can leave the class now. Thank you everyone for attending the session and have a great day. Yes. Okay. We will inform your management whatever the resources we have. We will provide you. Okay. 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 Thank you everyone. Now you can leave the class.